kill the goblins. It's a secondary objective that spices things up.
You people should be thanking Christ that I am who and what I am, because you need me. You need me to save you. You do. I am the only one who possibly can. You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero.
Holy, look at all this damage!
Where? Where, Dwight?
Seems like you already know where.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country is innocent.
Now it's left to me to deal with him. You can't.
If you try to interfere, this becomes a much simpler matter. I will kill your wife. I will kill your son. I will kill your infant daughter.
But for now, we're going to look at a slightly different system that doesn't just affect the moment of death, but the moments before death. Something that makes combat more grounded, horror more horrifying, and sacrifices all the more heroic. Picture a movie fight scene between a hero and villain. They're clashing blades, dancing back and forth, parrying, dodging, blocking, keeping up with each other's advances, surprising each other with new techniques and strategies, until finally, one of them lands a devastating blow. It's not just a graze on the arm, it's not just a smack on the chest. It's 0 HP. When using the point of no return system, we want to draw attention to this moment of the fight, to make that hit extra cinematic and weighted and affect the decisions that your players are going to make when they are given that critical choice of staying down or getting up.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
So with that, let's go ahead and dive into our first build, the level 5 Blighted Warden.
In the shadowed underbrush of the ancient forest, where the line between decay and growth blurs, the Blighted Warden moves unseen. A spectral guardian at the crossroads of life and death, melding the Gloomstalker's mastery of darkness with the Circle of Spore's eerie command over fungal life. They are the embodiment of nature's unchecked, wild ferocity. With each arrow knocked from their twisted, spore-infested bow, they strike with the precision of night and the inevitable spread of decay. A silent protector of the natural order's darker, untamed side.
So there we go, there's our thematic intro.
I have to finish the story.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard? Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
In Avatar: The Last Airbender, it is done so well. But here's the thing. It grows to be more in depth. The spirit world becomes a thing, and it grows even more in depth after that. More layers get added on more layers, right? Not everybody in the Earth Kingdom is good. Not everybody in the Water Tribes. They're not all underpowered, right? Because the Northern Water Tribe is so strong. And not everybody in the Fire Nation is evil. The layers continue to be added the longer the story goes on. In your campaign, do that. Most people have a hard time starting a campaign because they don't know where to start. They think they need 7 kingdoms, hundreds of houses, thousands of NPCs. No! Stop! You don't need that. What you need is 1 town, One place, 4 or 5 NPCs, and an inciting incident.
Wake up and I hope you're dead. Dead like if I can guarantee Henry would be okay. I'd hope you get an illness and then get hit by a car and die.
In this video, we're going to talk about secondary objectives, a way to make your combat encounters spicy, delicious, fantastic. Secondary objectives enhance combat in D&D to an exponential degree. Let's go ahead and dive into number 10. Rescue missions. Task your players with rescuing an NPC or retrieving an item during combat. It will help add layers of urgency and potentially even a moral dilemma. My favorite example of this is instead of sending the players to kill the goblin camp that may raid the village, right? That's a consequence. Sometimes that's good enough. The goblins abducted the blacksmith. And now they need to save the blacksmith and kill the goblins. It's a secondary objective that spices things up.
You people should be thanking Christ that I am who and what I am because you need me. You need me to save you. You do. I am the only one who possibly can. You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero.
Look at all this damage!
Where? Where? Where, Dwight?
Seems like you already know where.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country is innocent.
Now is left to me to deal with him. You can't. If you try to interfere, this becomes a much simpler matter. I will kill your wife. I will kill your son. I will kill your infant daughter.
But for now, we're going to look at a slightly different system that doesn't just affect the moment of death, but the moments before death. Something that makes combat more grounded, horror more horrifying, and sacrifices all the more heroic. Picture a movie fight scene between a hero and villain. They're clashing blades, dancing back and forth, parrying, dodging, blocking, keeping up with each other's advances, surprising each other with new techniques and strategies, until finally, one of them lands a devastating blow. It's not just a graze on the arm, it's not just a smack on the chest. It's 0 HP. When using the point of no return system, we want to draw attention to this moment of the fight, to make that hit extra cinematic and weighted and affect the decisions that your players are going to make when they are given that critical choice of staying down or getting up.
Hi there, everybody, and welcome to Roll with Advantage. What's going on there? I did something wrong. Let's roll the intro and
Hell yeah.
dive in after I fix this. Where the oh, it's John. Oh, I see.
Okay, hold up. It's
Nice.
not my
Bye,
fault,
John.
I swear.
Okay, all right, intro.
for what I'm fucking doing, but I'm trying every fucking day.
I would have never even met you.
Sure, it's a very lengthy repertoire. But
a powerful warrior, which, you know, I definitely agree with you on, but
We're back. All right, so diving in as is tradition here on World Advantage, I don't do the summary. The players do the summary. This week on summary is John. Take it away, John.
Thank you. I am on summary, and I will be reading the summary from Mark's perspective.
Yep. Yes, they all are.
Before the party could leave the pagoda, a squadron of guards closed in on them. Led by Father Taroshi, they were interrogated, and since Clementine died to balefire, there was no evidence of her left in the room. Suzuki and Hiroshi vouched for the party, causing the captain of the guard to bring in the party in for questioning rather than press charges. Once alone, the party told their story and mentioned both the Oni by Taroshi's side and the truth of what they had done in Bella Clara. The captain agreed to let them go in the morning and promised that they would support them if they could get some form of physical evidence. The party spent the night in the maximum security cell. Through his blade, Renshi communed with the former master of the Fifth. He asked for guidance on the pact between Taroshi and the Oni and how they may gather evidence for the guard. He received a reply. There was a vial, a mixture of his and Oni's blood, that Taroshi needed to keep close. Not only would it be... Oh, shoot. Did I fuck this up? Nope. Not only would it be substantial evidence, the pact could also be broken if the blood was spilled. The party devised their new plan: discreetly get the vial from Taroshi in the morning, then destroy the statues to weaken the Oni before the festival. They would have to hope for the best once their evidence was presented at the election, whether Taroshi accepted his arrest or not. In the morning, the party was let out of the cell. Cecily experienced a hallucination of her third mother grabbing her by the arm, only to realize it was a helpful guard trying to return something she dropped. The first signs of Clementine's madness. Alas, they carried out onto the festival. They received masks for the occasion. Cecily, a raccoon; Ajax, a lion; Renshi, a fox; Suni, a monkey; Bianca, a bear; Caracilla, a peacock; and her hurdy-gurdy, a lark. Then they purchased an incredibly fancy outfit. The plan was to offer the outfit to Taroshi as a gift from the Empress Suen, allowing them to access his room and his original clothes to scope out the room for the vial. With Cecily disguised as a designer, Caracilla, her assistant, and the rest as their entourage, the party gained access to Taroshi's suite. He, accompanied by all four remaining Oni, created a tense atmosphere as they discussed business. Cecily and Caracilla were allowed up to Taroshi's private quarters with the help of Suni's magic. They pinpointed the vial, contained within the hilt of a dagger. As Caracilla changed him, she slipped the dagger away, replacing it with a normal dagger of her own. Taroshi made them an offer to meet Malice, to which they both refused and parted ways, leaving with the dagger in tow and Taroshi none the wiser. But downstairs, the Oni bullied Suni. They did. The conversation slowly escalated as he quipped back at every opportunity. Eventually, one of them began to smell the scent of the dead Oni's curse on Suni. Tensions rose until Akuma drew his blade, but between Bianca, Caracilla, and Cecily, the conversation was de-escalated until they were allowed to leave. They escaped with the dagger, ready to present it as evidence before Taroshi to put together the ruse. That's the summary.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mark.
I want to say Suni bullied the Oni just as much as they bullied him.
Yeah, we mentioned that. He retorts with the quips. You know what I'm saying? I got you, man. I didn't undersell you in the summary. I promise.
I wasn't coming for you, Mark. I promise.
That summary was well written, Mark, and well.
It was well
in my word choice, okay?
Is all I have to say.
Okay. Cool. Thank you so much. So we dive in to the session. All of you now exiting the Starlit Pagoda, having descended down the elevator, all of the floors from Father Taroshi's his room within the Starlit Pagoda. You have the dagger. You re-enter into the festival grounds, and I suppose the question is up to all of you. What exactly do you want to do now? Is it head straight to the Oni statues to destroy those, or do you want to turn the dagger
into Captain Mariko. Mariko? Captain
That seems
Mariko
right.
first.
Captain.
Yep.
Well,
that's not the part I was unsure about, John, but thank you.
I was just saying, you could just shorten it. Captain.
You guys have met a lot of captains in this campaign. Is it
have.
Captain Fedorov? I don't know.
Crunch?
I've started just calling him Captain. It's just a role. With
Go
many
ahead, Renji
faces.
Evan.
So, the Oni are going to be on us for sure, right? We don't have a lot of time before they figure this out.
Wait, is this Renji or Evan?
So, y'all, listen. This is Evan.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for the clarification. I was unsure up until that point.
Yeah, I know it can get
I was actually
I'm just like
unsure,
wrenches
okay?
sometimes.
So
But
they'll
really-
be on us soon. Yeah, regardless. They will.
And to be quite honest, I don't think it'd be wise for us to part ways with the dagger so early.
I was going to
Also,
say
like,
that.
hot take. Will the Onis actually be after us? Because, like, will they be able to detect where the vial is, or whether it's just intact? Because it's pretty in Father Taroshi's interest to not let the Onis know that that vial is jeopardized, because as soon as that vial is destroyed, they're fucking gonna beat his ass, so...
Some freaking mind games.
And technically, we're in control of it.
No,
Them.
because it's not our blood, right?
Oh well.
It's not your
Still
blood.
in
But
control of them.
we can keep it as a Hail Mary. I agree with Evan that parting with it might be dangerous before we know how things are gonna go down in the next few hours, you know?
I don't think we part with it until, like, the very last minute.
Yeah.
That's
Because-
probably
Like, we'll
the
have our
move.
meeting, obviously, in the afternoon, because, like, we have to do that, but I'd rather have the dagger on us.
Yeah, because we could give the dagger to the captain, and he could be killed, and then they could just take the dagger back.
Right. Or they could
It's kinda
jump
like-
us, and then we don't have it as a last-ditch effort to weaken them or get them to stop fighting or whatever.
Do we
Are we
want to
s-
put it in the bag of holding for the time being?
Ooh.
As
Yeah.
long as
I
when
mean,
we take rest. Wait, are we resting? No, today's a festival, right? We're not
That's
sleeping.
Baseball Festival.
Yeah.
Cool. I was gonna say if we rest, we need to keep an eye on it, but no, yeah, put it in the bag of holding.
I mean, it's in one of my cloak pockets, and no one but me can access
Oh
those.
right.
And can
That's
they
true.
be Is that
Never
a
mind.
pocket dimension?
I don't know what it counts as, but
It does.
per
No
mechanics,
count as
no
a-
one can reach it but me.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Then never mind.
Amazing.
I guess the question is, if the Oni aren't going to come after us, what will Father Taroshi do when he finds out that his vial's gone?
I don't know. He's still got business. He has to attend the party. He can't just not go.
Yeah. How many hours till the party?
Give me 1 second. Let me check.
Ceremony, I guess,
See
because
what
the
the time
party's
is.
happening now, right?
I guess yeah. Festival and
Festival's
then
happening now.
Voting.
It is at 6:30, so in about 6 hours and 40 minutes.
That's too much time.
Well, we can hang out at the festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
We can.
Get an
We can
elevator.
Do we have access to seaming again? We're seamed right now, right?
Yeah, we're already seamed.
We should
Mhm.
unseam what we are now, right, into something else.
I think
And/or
seaming
dress
is a
ourselves
one and
with
done.
masks.
I don't think you can. Can you
Well, just,
change
yeah,
seaming?
If there's another, if there's another spell slot for it.
I mean, I can. I will
Do
have.
we want to, or rely on the masks?
Were we wearing
Well,
the
'cause-
masks in there? I hope
Mhm.
not.
I don't
Good.
imagine.
No.
Sorry, not when we're doing what we're doing.
No.
But it's also like, how identifiable, you know, would we be to most people? Because like outside of Father Torishi and I guess maybe a couple people around like the pagoda, no one else like
Mhm.
saw us doing that shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the people we care about are Father Taroshi and the Onis. We don't care about anybody else.
Are we worried they're gonna come get us? Because in that case, we should just go destroy the statues now, and then Father Troshi has no bodyguards.
All right. In summary, I think we keep the dagger on us. I think we go do the statues first.
Yeah.
And I think, regardless of if we want to spend another spell slot on disguises or whatever, we could at least wear the masks and be subtle.
Maybe we just change our clothes. Do we have change of clothes? Can we do that?
I think we are. Well, John, we were in a whole fit for like
That's right.
that whole event, so I
Yeah.
think we already.
I'm just worried, okay? I'm worried. We're gonna be walking through the crowd.
Our
and
regular clothes, wear our masks, and we'll be okay.
Also, just to remind people, destroying
Famous
the
last
statue
words.
does not kill the Onis. They will still
Right.
be around.
Yeah, they'll just know that we did it, or someone did it, and be like, "Hey," and then
Okay,
come
so
over.
we're
and-
destroying the
Hey,
statue.
but wasn't that our point to do it closer to
Yes.
when
Yeah,
the
our
thing
point
was
was-
going to happen?
Yeah, our point was
Yep.
to break into two teams:
We
statue
were-
destroying team and
Yeah, and a part of that was when we broke the statues, there's a chance that the Oni would immediately want to be like, okay, we got to go address this problem over here. We just
that
got
was the whole.
weaker.
Yeah, that was the whole point of waiting till Toroshi was on stage, right? Because he would have his own
Right.
bodyguards up there, and someone's destroying statues. The Onis
Right.
can't leave.
Yeah.
Well, they could.
Keep that.
Let's stop acting up because like they'd still be under his control, but they.
You're right.
I feel like they'd know that they're losing their strength, and I feel like they wouldn't be happy about that.
Yeah, but they'd be
And
on
like
stage.
already from like this morning, we know that they can kind of act up. Like they're not completely like docile under Father Toroshi, you know.
I feel like right now we should just go get some food. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Get
I say
some
we
food,
we
chill,
hard,
vibe
and
at
then
the
we deal with it
festival.
later.
Yeah, and then later, team statues and team
Or do we still need to split?
stage presence. I don't know.
I don't think we need to split up.
Yeah, we can do
It
that
worked
an hour
out really
before
well
the
last
actual thing
time, so
happens.
I vote we
Okay.
don't
It did.
ever split
We
up
got it
ever
forward.
again for the rest
An
of the
hour or two
freaking
before we need to
campaign.
be.
Dooney runs into the opposite direction as
We
everyone
get
else.
back. We do the things. We profit.
Cameron,
Easy.
Felicity takes a swing at Cameron.
The only reason, the
Yeah.
only reason I'm bringing up the split up thing because we had talked about statue team and then people to be there when Father Toroshi is confronted.
I will say
And-
we talked about it, but I think we still agreed back then that that wasn't necessary.
We might have. It's been a long time, and my
I
brain
know
doesn't work.
we had to have written down the plan somewhere. 1 second.
Yeah, not me.
I mean, I feel like, yeah, though, it's just a better idea to not be splitting, and so I think
I agree.
it'd be better to just lean towards that and just stay together.
Joe, how far away are these statues from? Wait, the statues are inside the Starlight Pagoda, right? And
That's
isn't the
correct.
stage going to be in front of the Starlight Pagoda?
That's correct.
Okay, yeah, we just fucking destroy the statues and run on out and be like, haha.
Yeah, I think that's what we decided last time.
Yeah, okay. All right. Glad we can make this full circle and waste 20 minutes.
Cool. Okay, but
I want an
so we
elephant
fest
here.
for like 6 hours,
It's fast.
and then we do the thing. Okay, I'm cool with that. It's raccoon time.
Right now, are we like walking out of the place that we just?
Yep, you are walking out
power
of the
walking.
Starlit Pagoda.
Yeah, we want to make some
Okay.
distance pretty quickly, just in
We're
case.
power walking, you know,
Yeah.
like old people in the mall in the morning.
Ren,
Yeah.
she's power walking. In the first moment we get to sneak away to an alley, I'm gonna dip in and change as quick as possible.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
You do just that.
I will. Yes.
You also do just that. In a flash. Quick change artist.
Yeah. Cecily's meant for the stage.
Okay, cool. So you all spend the next several hours, probably 4.5, 5 hours, exploring the festival and enjoying the different things that it has to offer. Whether it be individuals selling Shiroi specialties from spices and foods to, that's where I'm pretty sure that Ajax and Cecily will be spending most of their time. But there are also individuals that are, right, not only is this a celebration of culture, it's a celebration of arts. To dance through life is like the motto of Clan Shiroi. So you can see people dancing throughout the streets, paper dragons, salamanders that are strung together on these. The closest thing that all of you would be able to recognize them to is, or connect them to, is like a dancing sword. Right, where there are these swords that move on their own and they don't need to be held to attack. You can see these poles holding up the paper dragons with these arcane runes on them that move on its own. There's nobody underneath the paper dragon moving it. It is just this serpent moving throughout the streets, avoiding people. That's in one area. In another area, they have the Illusionist Lane, which is an entire street that is shifted and changed using minor and major illusion over the entire block to change it into an ancient slice of Shiroi history, turning the city back into it was almost 1,000 years ago. How much smaller it was, with small interactive panels that you can go up to read about different pieces of history, and enchanted illusions of older clansmen of Clan Shiroi speaking about what matters to them, and music being played, ancient music of Clan Shiroi that's been passed down generation to generation. And you can hear the similar melodies and tones, the scales that are played in Clan Shiroi. You can hear them in the music that surrounds the rest of the festival, but here it's older. You can tell how the music now is derivative of what it was back then. It's nice to be able to get a slice of this history, considering how much all of you are participating in the current history of Clan Shiroi. But you can see that even 1,000 years ago, Clan Shiroi was not free of influences from the Shadow. Nowhere in this alley does it mention the Dark One or the Forsaken or anything to that degree, but you can see the mark. You know, the evil nature of shadow and corruption. Individuals swearing to dark entities beyond reality, promising to deal destruction. And how Clan Shiroi needed to rely on the other two clans, together as Adarashi. And on outsiders. Those from the old kingdom of Bella Clara, from Loshar, and even as far down south as Macavia. Bringing people in and together to triumph. And in that moment, you feel a little more validated in your current quest. With Renshi and Suna by your side, participating in the history of Clan Shiroi, you can sit a little bit more at ease with it. And especially because of Master Hiroshi and Lady Suzuki, together, you feel as though your impact here isn't political manipulation of a foreign body. It is your individuals trying to help this place become better and be freed from the dark clutches that currently hold it. I will say that as you're exploring this place, Suna will catch up with all of you. As she says, catching up and finding all of you. I'd say after a couple sending, you know, because you guys are currently in disguise. So maybe when the carousel, like, hey, where are you? Okay, I'm going to head that way. And she will approach all of you and say, I just want to let all of you know that I've been keeping an eye on Lady Suzuki and Master Hiroshi to make sure nothing happens to them. Especially considering everything with Clementine the other night. Are all of you doing all right?
Yeah, so far so good. You see anything over their way? Are they safe?
They're safe. They're fine. I was able to speak with Captain Mariko, and I was able to get more guards on them, ones that he trusted, since it seems as though trusting him worked out well last night. Good.
Thank you for doing that.
Of course. I wanted to get your opinion on something, all of you. This is hard to put into words, but I, for one, wanted to say thank you to all of you for being there with me. I know that your own purposes drew you here, but I felt as though even though your mission, our mission of stopping this entity is important, I felt as though all of you have really cared for my own problems. I know you probably don't view them as that, but that's how I see them. And all of you seemingly care so much. So I wanted to get your opinion on something, if that's all right.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I spoke with Master Hiroshi
and Lady Suzuki, and they informed me that if I wished to address the people of Clan Shiroi, if they win their election, which, considering everything, it seems like one of those two is going to win, that it might be a good idea for me to say something. Because, I mean, I hope that all of you understand that after Father Toroshi is sentenced and whatever happens to him happens, your strive for anonymity is gone. And so is mine. So they thought it might be better if, when we lose our anonymity, instead of me being the scared girl that left so long ago, that I reveal myself and I address them. And I don't like the idea, but I don't know if that's because the idea of having thousands of people's eyes on me makes my skin crawl, or if it's because it is a bad idea.
Well, me being me, I can tell you that it rocks. And I think it's a very brave idea. But whether or not it's smart, I don't know. I leave that up to the rest of them.
I think what matters most is that you're ready to actually come forward. And I think whether or not it is smart, however we want to put it, I think that's secondary to that. Because if you do come out and you want to make yourself known, then that stays. You can't go back to hiding.
Carasilla, do you perform a lot? You are in front of crowds of lots of people. I know not just as a gleeman, but I mean also as a soldier. I feel like as a ruler, there's so many hats you have to wear. I mean, do you feel nervous at all? Ever? Before you have to do something like that?
I mean, I think anyone would. I think the important thing is, though, you don't need to have all those hats. Just one good sturdy one, and she'll give a little tip at her own. What they need is you, right? You don't need to change anything about that. You're already everything that these people would need.
Yeah. And Carasilla, no persuasion check needed, because damn, that was good. You can see Suna immediately kind of melt. And she nods her head. Okay. Okay. I mean, if Carasilla, the great gleeman, gets a little nervous, I think that makes me feel just a little better. But I suppose before I go to speak, I'll have to find a hat.
You'll do great. And it doesn't matter if it's the smart choice, because it needed to happen, or it needs to happen. It's scary to tell your people, or potential future people, everything, and know that some of them may not understand that this is coming from a good intention, because you will receive pushback, and it's gonna make everything else harder. I'm not even gonna pretend that it'll be easy, but just keep holding on to the reality that you know that you're doing the right thing, not the smart thing.
Sorry.
Is that how you felt?
Yeah. Every time it felt like my stomach was in my mouth and also a foot at the same time.
Oh no.
And then dagger eyes all at you, but then you see past it and you see the people and you see the hope in people's eyes, and watching the actual change happen after all the snow melt away. Metaphorical snow for you, of course, but you can do this. They need it. They need you.
Okay, thank you. And she'll kind of look to you, Renshi, and say, I know that ever since you became master of the Way of the Fifth, the relationship between Clan Akai and the Fifth Season has been tumultuous, to say the least. But if my mother is dethroned, if I take that place, and you see her kind of shakily breathe as she says, Master Renshi Katsukami, it would be my great honor to have you at my side as my most trusted advisor, should that be something you're interested in. Of course, you could continue your studies and your teachings with the Way of the Fifth, but I would feel a lot better knowing I had someone like you by my side.
There is no way that I could deny that offer. I would love to. I'd be proud to.
Okay. Okay. Then yeah. Not alone, but together. We can do it. Okay.
We definitely can.
Okay. Good. Well, I'm gonna go find a hat, and then I'm gonna get back to Lady Suzuki and Master Hiroshi, and I will see all of you later. Okay. And she'll do a little wave, and head off into the market stalls, ready for whatever happens next.
Cecily will turn to Carasilla and say, do you think it's for the best we just let her get a literal hat? I kind of wanted to clear that up, but I felt like it would ruin the thing.
I don't know what you need to clear up. I think it is a good idea. Could have a boost of confidence. Even if it is some silly token, it still works, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess. I just think she might have literally thought speeches go better when you're wearing a hat.
Well, I think they
But
do.
if she believes it, if it helps.
Maybe I should get a hat.
I was about to say. Why don't
You
we go get hats?
You liberated a kingdom without a hat, but if you want one now, I mean...
It doesn't mean
Think of how
public
many more
speaking's
kingdoms you could
easy.
liberate.
I would sooner fight another devil than public speak again, but both will probably happen equally as much in my lifetime, so who knows.
What you just said is very silly. More importantly, what kind of hat would I wear?
A big one.
This is Felicity, but
Oh,
totally a beanie.
Very different answers, but I think both are true.
A big beanie,
biggest,
one of those
dumbest.
really droopy,
A
Super
big
slouch
beanie. It's
It's like
more-
Link's hat.
Yeah, it's like a foot long.
Well, we have a couple hours left. Why don't we go get hats?
We could all get hats. Bianca puts her hands on her horns. I need one with horn slits.
They gotta make those, right? At least at a specialty boutique.
I wonder if they make any with ear slits.
I wonder if they make any for the human head.
Most likely.
I don't know
I
about
don't
that
know.
one.
I'm kind of small.
You're pushing your luck, buddy.
Might have to shop in the kids section.
Then you're a kid then.
Ajax
Yeah, let's
tries to
get
find
hats.
a haberdashery.
Yeah, you find one and you guys buy hats. I'm not gonna.
Interest time.
Do you want
What
do you want money or do you want that to just be roleplay coins?
Yeah, that's just roleplay coins. I mean, they'd be, unless somebody's getting the creme de la creme, you know, of hats. I mean, it's like 15 copper, you know, like 2-3 silver, like.
All right.
Mark it off if you feel guilty, but.
Well, I haven't found a hat yet, so.
I already have a hat. I don't need another.
yeah. Carasilla this entire time just sitting on a stool in the back, just like. I was the hat person.
Not
You all are imposters.
Oh.
Well, that's awkward. ChatGPT did not give me what I wanted.
No. Surprise, surprise there. Wow, that's awesome. That is the stuff of nightmares.
I cannot wait to see this.
I mean, it is a lion.
It's really hard to find art of a tiefling wearing a hat. Must be the horns.
Yeah. If you look up Tiefling Bard, does that give you more stuff?
Let me see.
You need like one of those like I don't know what they're called, but like the like Robin Hood hats where it has like nothing on the sides and you can slit it through.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do they call those?
Robin Hood hat.
Robin Hood hats?
Yeah. Fuck, now I'm just in jeweled headpieces. That's not right.
We will be here for the foreseeable future, looking at hats.
Yeah, I mean, we can move on at some point, but you know.
By the way, Ajax during our whole festival of festivities is keeping a lookout for anything crazy. Anyone watching us, anyone on roofs, any of those Onis in their disguise walking towards us. He's keeping an eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make
sorry.
No, are you going to do the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, did you
With
have something
Ajax.
specific you wanted to add?
Yeah, I did. I just wanted to say that, like, if because Renshi is on edge ever since then, he's probably not partaking in
Season's
best
edge.
things as. Yeah, he's on the season's edge of things right now. But anytime Ajax would step away, or Renshi is noticing Ajax look out, and he's doing the same.
Okay. Both of you make independent perception checks. Very good.
Well, that's just cheeks.
I'm trying.
Oh man.
His hat. His hat's in the way.
You know, Bianca should just get one of those Jester hats and just put like the horns for each of the little like thingers.
Oh yeah.
That's
By the way,
cute.
Ajax is wearing one of those like pointed hats, like from Kung Fu Panda.
Okay, all right, a 28, very good. So Ajax, you're with one of those wide brim hats.
Yeah.
You're like, you have to like look up, and then the hat like falls back. So then you have to like bring it back and like straighten it out, and yeah, it's just not working out for you very well. But
This is not
Renshi,
ideal.
your hat does not interfere, whatever Renshi's hat is. You are able to keep an eye out pretty clearly for any type of threat. You do see there's a couple times where pickpockets approach your party, but then seeing how heavily armed you are, they immediately decide that you are not the target and they move on to somebody else. But in terms of threats of Oni or Father Taroshi or anything of that matter, nothing yet. And if there is anything, I'll let you know.
Right. And Renshi will just kind of like nudge Ajax and say, "It doesn't look like they're onto us."
That is good.
Are you having trouble with that hat?
Maybe.
Here, and he's gonna try and adjust it for you. See if we can get it working. Just so you can keep a better lookout.
That is better. Thank you. What did you see again?
I saw nothing, which is good. I'll let you know if I find something.
Ajax just pats Renshi's shoulder. Then a tassel falls back in his face.
Okay. Alrighty. You all continue throughout the festival. You explore. You eat. You've purchased your hats. And I mean, leading up until about an hour before the election, Renshi, you don't catch anything. And it's going to be about time to head into the Starlit Pagoda to head to the shrines. So unless there's anything anybody wanted to do, we'll move to it.
Yeah, are there any booths that have like bracelets? I'm just kidding. Let's go.
No, I don't think, that I have anything.
Very good. Yeah, there's Nobu's Curious Curios. You can find some bracelets there if you'd like.
It's fine.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. I'm so sorry.
I'd like to find bracelets.
It's okay.
Anyone that does
Just
pop
kidding.
art.
Not pop
You get a
art, but there
character
is Kaito's kaleidoscopic lanterns. She makes like
Ooh.
multicolor paper lanterns that they cause a kaleidoscope, believe it or not, of colors underneath the lantern.
That is cool.
You're interested?
Is there
Okay.
anyone doing caricatures?
No, there is Kaito's kaleidoscopic lanterns though.
I feel like we just passed that one.
We just keep seeing signs advertising this.
Man.
It's a chain.
This company bought out the fest. Look, there's fucking 4 of them.
Look, there's another McDonald's and another McDonald's.
Monopolies, man.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Okay. You head then to the Starlit Pagoda. No, I just changed the art, but we're going back. Okay. Awesome. So with that, all of you head into the Starlit Pagoda. And you head into an area that is, needless to say, a little tense, a little full of suspense. Because you head
They
to...
might be fucking waiting there, and I didn't even think about that part, you know?
Well, that would be rude of them now, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Get alive.
It's like their bedroom. They sleep there.
Oh.
There's statues. Which, I mean...
Sucks for them.
Gosh.
That's the case.
John, you need to stop sending these pictures. Yeah, the hat is like bouncing on the little hairs at the top of his head.
His abs look like buns. Like they look like they look
There's
like
no way he can move his arms.
little
The
raw
layer
dough
of
buns.
fur- the layer of fur is just like imperceivable. You just have like saran wrap skin.
It's
over
like
the
that
muscle.
baby like shaved down like coats and all that to like really accentuate like muscles
Oh,
and all that
yeah.
for animals. That's
That
what
is
he does.
actually
He shaves,
Ajax's physique for
shaves
sure.
his whole body just to show off those muscles.
Ajax just trims his fur to make it look like he's ripped. This entire time.
It's like airbrush abs. It's just-
Yeah.
It's done the groomer, you know.
Okay.
Serious.
So
Statues.
all of you head deeper into the Starlit Pagoda. An area that none of you have been, except for Carasilla. Except Carasilla, in your time that you came here, it was in the dream world. So now you arrive within the world you know. So you can hear, as you begin to move through the hallways, these echoes, these whispers, in voices that are reminiscent of the Oni that you have heard speak. It doesn't seem like, at least from what you hear, that is them, as far as you can tell, at least. But the spirit of them, the echo of them, exist here. As all of you begin to move down the halls, headed to where these statues are. So, as all of you round the corner, you can see 5 statues in a large room about 60 feet in radius. You can see a large fountain in the center, and like I said, the 5 statues of the 5 different Onis off in the corner. There is no one here. Most people are enjoying the revelry of the festival. You all here are alone. You see the statues? No one's here to stop you. What are you doing?
What's the quietest way that we can destroy these?
There are not many ways to destroy things quietly.
I mean, what materials are the statues made out of? Is it like stone?
Looks like a combination of stone, gemstone, and metal.
Anyone got the silence spell?
I have shadow.
All right, that's the opposite.
Hey, Shatter would do a number on these statues, yeah.
Well, I mean, because how loud is everything outside? Because, like, the festival is happening, like, just outside of where we are, basically.
Well, you guys are so far away from the festival, you're so far deep, you can't hear anything right now of the festival. It's so quiet in this room. If somebody was approaching, I mean, you'd be able to hear the steps, them walking down the steps that's like 90 to 100 feet away.
So it's like, how realistic is it? Like, even if we are obviously loud, like, how realistic is it that someone's gonna, like, hear us?
Unless somebody shows up.
People are away.
Yeah, not like the only way somebody would hear you is if somebody started heading this way. That's the only way.
Okay.
But they wouldn't
Two-step
hear
plan.
you upstairs and then come down here. They would have to be on their way here and see it.
Gotcha.
Be loud.
All right.
Oh, thank you, Furby, for the
Two-step
gifted sub.
plan.
Worst comes to worst,
One.
you have teleport now.
1, scan the room real quick for traps and alarms of any kind. Might as well try to deactivate those if we can. 2, try to blow them all up at once.
Amen.
And then we leave.
Okay.
I have a question.
Are they close enough together to be within range of Shatter?
I think Shadow's only like a 10 foot radius.
I have a question.
Yeah, not Shatter. Yeah, what's up, John?
Are there windows in here?
Nope, you are deep in the earth.
Fuck. All right, my plans.
So,
Not the window.
I have a weird thought, Joe.
Truthfully,
If I transmuted Fireball into Thunderball, would it do more damage to these structures?
it would, yeah. However, like I said, the room is a 60-foot radius, so all of the statues are probably, I want to say, 30 feet away from each other, because they're all at like
Right.
different points in the circle.
Okay, so I have a...
I mean,
Last
I
question.
think that's good though. If we all like have something that we can help smash with, like Cecily's able to take out a good couple, I think. I don't know maths. And then like the rest of us can handle the rest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, John.
Does anyone have enlarge reduce?
I don't.
Damn it. All right, second plan out the window. Hammer time, I guess.
I think I can easily get 2 or 3. Carousella can get 1 or 2, depending on exact measurements.
Oh, I think I
And then
need
the-
one because if they're 30 feet away from each other, that's
That's
outside.
Okay.
10-foot radius, yeah.
And I'll be
5?
20-foot radius with Fireball, so Math. Yeah, I think I can only get 2 if I put it right in the center of 2 of them. So.
Yeah, but if you can get 2,
yeah,
I can get 1.
Leaves 2.
And then everybody else can smash.
Yeah, like each of you stand on one side of it and then just like hawk to the middle and then topple it, smash.
Are they small enough to be picked up?
They're not small, but you could try to lift them. They are. I'm trying to think about a good size. They are miniature versions of the Oni, but that means they're about the size of like gnomes or halflings on pedestals. So the statues are eye level, but they're like 2 or 3 feet off the ground.
Are they attached to those pedestals?
Looks like it. You're not super sure though. You haven't gone up to like try and touch or jostle them.
I don't like it when a DM says that.
Did we do a check for traps yet that Cecily said?
No, we didn't.
I said, oh, sorry. I thought I said make an investigation check. That's my bad.
Oh, okay.
You may have said it and we didn't do it. Can I help with that or make my own?
All of you can make your own.
Okay. 'Cause for some reason,
And may I make, not that I'm any better at it, but just so we're covering our bases, may I make an Arcana check as opposed to an investigation check to look for magical alarms or locks or stuff like that?
Could I help with that? Because my blade will detect powerful magic.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and make it with advantage, Cecily.
Sweet. Thank you, Renshi. Double roll. 18 and a 3. Awesome.
Okay. Since this is, what's your charisma mod? Because you're not proficient, right?
No, I'm not
Arcana.
proficient.
Okay.
My charisma mod right now is +4, and then my spell modifier is +9.
Okay, so we'll add your charisma to that instead, because you're just kind of sensing as opposed to like studying. So that would be a 21 then, with the help of Frenchie. Okay. So Carasilla and Bianca, as the 2 of you are investigating around, you can see that in the room there are these, incredibly thin, like almost like spider silk threads that go from the statues themselves to up against the wall. It doesn't seem like they go anywhere through the wall as far as you can tell, but you recognize them. And because you recognize the spider silk, and you point that out, Cecily, as you're going into your Arcana check with Renshi, these pieces of silk go up to the wall, and you can tell there's some type of abjuration magic enchanted into the wall, connected to the statues. And I would say with the 21, it seemingly protects them from harm. Some type of immunity to damage.
Of all damage? Can Cecily know that? Like, they cannot be harmed, period?
It seems as though they cannot be destroyed unless the magic is dispelled.
Well, I put it into chat, but I guess now it's more important. Anyone got dispel magic?
I got Balefire.
Oh,
we got a yee from Suni.
Let's go.
Spell that bitch.
How many of those you got?
Give me a sec. I'm sorry.
Well,
Clarification
hold on. Is it
question,
multiple
Joe?
spells, or is it one
Gem's
spell
got it.
that makes all of
Yeah.
them? Yeah, okay.
No, it's one.
We all thought the same thing.
It's not dispel magics.
Well, no. But like the abjuration, like is it like a single point of it?
Oh.
Because like all the different spider silks are tying it to like the one source, right?
No, it is 5 different sources, each spider silk connected to the statue. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So
I
you have to
cannot
dispel,
get
like,
all
5
5 without using like all of my 3rd and 4th level spell slots. That is.
And I don't like that.
Okay, that's rough.
Okay. Okay. So would we be able to assess that Cecily was able to vibe check the strings? Is this something that it can only be dispelled by that specific spell, or is this something that, like, with a careful hand, these can be, like, removed because they're, like, tethered to it? Is there anything we can assess from that? Like, I know it's, like, stuck to it, so, like, if it was detached, and is there a way to detach it, I guess?
You get the feeling that the thread that connects them is part of the invulnerability.
Does Suna have dispel magic?
Is she with us?
Well, we could.
She went to go get a hat.
We got hats, though. We all got them together. She
Question.
might have it.
Yeah, she does have it.
Okay, we should probably call up Suna.
Yeah, can we call her up? Get her in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we can at least split them between Suni and Suna.
How many
if
are
they
there?
can't
4
get
or
I
it.
imagine
5?
Suna can take a bunch because she's a full caster, right? As a artificer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because I'd rather
yeah.
use up her spell slots than Suni's.
She's not, I mean, she's not technically, she's like a artificer wizard hybrid, so yeah. I think artificers are...
That just sounds like more magic to me. Okay, so she's not. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Well, like, because now I think artificers are like 3/4 casters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're really weird.
Yeah, they're like
they're
the
nerds.
only
Well,
one.
okay, if she can take like 3 of them, maybe. Surely that's doable. / all of them. I don't know.
Yeah, I can take care of some of them.
So
I don't mind doing that.
Suni take care of 2. You have Suna take care of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Suen take care of none.
Team soon.
Soon. Okay. So, you sending to contact Suna then?
Yeah. Just let her know where we are.
Okay.
Need our help.
And she'll let you know that she'll be on her way immediately.
Expect a beautiful hat.
So then,
So these
it's a waiting game.
These things tethered to the statues. It only protects them from damaging spells. Is that what we determined?
It
Damage.
Yeah, from Cecily's Arcana check, it seems to be some type of invulnerability abjuration field, making them impervious to all harm, physical and
don't have a s-
magical.
If
We don't have a spell to teleport these things.
They're tethered, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
could we destroy the wall that they're tethered to?
Yeah, we
Just
could.
destroy the building around the statues.
You mean the karst stone that you guys are in right now?
Yeah,
you
Why are we spitball? I thought we were good.
Yeah, I thought you guys, I thought you guys solved it.
We have time to kill,
Why
so
are
why
we
not
making
come up
it
with other
worse?
plans?
Okay.
We wait for Suna and everything is fine.
Can we
Let's
destroy
go.
the whole pagoda?
You guys, we can fast forward.
So,
to Suna get
as all of you are waiting on Suna, you don't know exactly where she is, but she's on her way. And all of you can hear footsteps
I don't know.
coming down the stairs. You don't know if it's Suna. It's maybe been enough time, but it's up to you guys. You hear footsteps. What do you want to do?
Well,
I
if I
think
can
we
hear where
pull
they're coming
Carasilla.
from,
Uh-huh.
quick message, intentionally reaching out for Suna. Been like, at you.
No response.
It's only a message, so it's 100 feet. So
Yep, no response.
it's
Well,
not.
that's our answer. Hide.
Yeah.
Is there spaces to
Okay.
hide?
go into freaking.
How tall is the
Calisto's house.
ceiling?
Or
Isn't
I
that
can
ritual
cast
casting?
darkness. It's not subtle, but like no one can see.
How tall is the ceiling?
Sus, though. We could just hide.
The ceiling is a
No.
dome, so maybe, I mean, we'll say 60 feet because the rest of it was 60 feet.
How dark is it on the dome?
In the dome, I mean, the entire
Yeah,
area
I'm
is in
getting at-
dim light. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Ajax wants to hide on the ceiling because these fucking statues aren't big enough. Is there anywhere in this room that's big enough to hide a 7-foot Leonin?
I can face step you somewhere.
So I was just thinking fucking Spider-Man up on the ceiling, just like, oh, can.
Provided
Let's do
nobody, Alec Baldwin, is allergic to cats, that should work out pretty well.
Oh my gosh.
I wanna test this cat in the hat theory. Will you allow it?
Or you could be face stepped, like Evan
Either
offered.
or.
I'll face step you up there, and you just
So
clean.
there are places to hide in here.
Yeah, behind the statues there are smaller, like offshoot, like rooms, like confession chambers almost.
Confession chambers. All right, back to math.
Wait, there's a room?
Also, I do have suggestions, so depending on who it is, I might be able to just get them to fuck off.
Oh, that's cool. Bianca will still hide first
Yeah,
because
I'm still doing that. Absolutely. We all
Yeah.
need that. Kirsten's gonna position herself to the entrance, just in case.
Can my blind sight sense who it is coming down? Are they 30 feet yet? Or, oh god, I keep forgetting it's not 30 feet, it's 10 feet. I keep forgetting this.
Yeah, sadly they're
Oh my
not
other
10
bullet.
feet away. If
Oh
they
my
were,
God,
they'd
I'm
be
sorry,
in the
that was
room.
Be too late.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind for when they are 10 feet away, if you still can't see them.
Okay. Renshi, if Ajax allows it, will like do this cool like Jedi spin, touch him, face step him to the ceiling, and hop in the confessional.
Okay, all right. Ajax, I'd like you to make an athletics check to try and hold yourself up there. Okay, 16, good enough. And then I would like everybody else to make stealth checks.
Thank you, Cecily, for carrying the load. Oh, Carousel did great too. Okay, cool. Oh wait, everyone did so much better than me. That's good.
Yeah. 14's not bad either.
It's not the worst, yeah, but it
It's pretty
also
mid.
wasn't strong, you know.
And then Ajax also.
Oh shit.
Yeah, your athletics checks would hold yourself up there.
Yeah, now you have to not breathe weird.
And
Sorry,
grunt.
guys.
No.
I'm a big ass lion.
Do you have to be?
I guess not after this. It's a group check, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm on the ceiling. Do I have advantage?
Nope.
Come on.
From who?
You from yeah,
The
from what?
From the power
The
of
darkness
friendship.
in the ceiling, dude.
You are a bright white ass lion with a divine
No.
glow. And you are
I mean,
on
he's not though,
Okay,
right? He's
okay,
a dragonborn
wait.
right now.
So really, he's a light fixture.
Oh my god.
I'm a chandelier? That's crazy.
You just look like a
We're all in
statue.
disguises.
Wait.
We're in a white lion.
Wait, Ajax
It's
glows
alive.
though? Hold up. He glows?
it's like a light glow. He's glowing.
Like bioluminescent shit?
No, you don't like
More
give
like-
off.
more like holy luminescent.
More like Twilight. You know, you just kind of sparkle a little bit.
Oh,
That's
fuck
really-
you.
Really what it is. Okay, so as all of you hide, some of you cannot see. Ajax, you have a perfect view of the area, at maybe a slight disadvantage to your ability to hide. But luckily, this is contingent on the group's success, not just yours. So, all of you hide. And all of you try and take a small peek if you can afford to do so. The footsteps that enter the room are erratic, nervous. And Suni, within 10 feet, even without peeking, you can see, you know these footsteps. It's Father Taroshi. As he enters looking to the statues of the Oni, he sort of looks around. All right. No one's here. And you see him walk over to one of the confessional booths. You see him walk up right next to the one that Renshi jumped in, to the one right next to it. And you can see on the wall or on the door, he'll sort of trace with his finger a symbol. And he will begin to mutter an arcane incantation as the runes begin to glow. The material like vibrates and shakes until eventually there looks to be a mirror there, a pane of glass. Father Taroshi initially being the one seen, but eventually the form like a mirage shifts and changes to be Malice. As Father Taroshi says, I apologize greatly for reaching you now without very little warning, but there is a situation. You see Malice sort of look up and shake her head and say, "What situation? Do you mean your failure to have those two executed, your competition? With all the warning I gave you, you still couldn't do it. I gave you one of the Forsaken on a silver platter. And you failed. I mean, it is truly astonishing, your idiocy. So tell me, how else have you fucked up? How else do I need to fix things because you are too idiotic to do it yourself? The dagger. It was stolen from me. Taroshi, I hope that when they feast on the flesh of your bones, I hope you feel every agony of it. I hope life persists as you writhe in pain until your last breath is taken. And in that moment, I want you to reflect on your life and how utterly disappointing it has been. We are done, Taroshi. You've disappointed me for the last time. And if I were you, I think I would run, because I think 5 Oni are about to learn that they're free. And I don't think they will very much enjoy the fact that their captor will not pay for his cruelty. Good luck, and I hope a knight in shining armor comes to save you. With that, the mirror cracks and shatters, shards of glass falling onto the ground as he takes a step back. No. And you see, just for a moment, he paces, he panics, he doesn't know what to do. In that moment, do all of you do something?
Carousella will.
Okay.
She's just gonna stay hiding. But she's just gonna message Taroshi. Calm yourself. Don't need to go anywhere. Stay where you are.
Make a persuasion check for me. This will definitely require a roll.
Well, he's only a human. Well, whatever. So I get an advantage.
Okay. 32. You.
33.
Okay.
Excuse you. That extra point matters.
You see him sort of stop. He looks around immediately. Doesn't see all of you. And he will respond to the message and say, "What would you have me do then? Let the Oni kill me?
not need to die. Only come clean of all of what you've done. Of those you've been with. Come clean to the people.
I would be ostracized. I would be exiled. I would be...
Alive. You'd be alive.
This life is not worth living if I do not have power.
I hope you at least trust me enough to stay around to know that's not true.
You see him sort of reach and grab the hilt of his dagger and slowly begin to pull it out. At least, and he sort of raises it up, at least this way, I decide my fate.
Hold on, is this my dagger?
This is your dagger. Yes, it is.
Can I recall it back to my cloak?
Yes, you can. As he goes to stab. Poof. One master for another, no. No, I refuse. I am my own master. And you see he just falls to his knees. And just begins to weep. But he seems to be in a stunned state at this point.
Gemma, you may already be thinking it and looking at your spell list, but I know you said you had suggestion, but do you have that one that's like called Gaius or something where you can like control somebody for like a month? Or like give them an action that they have to do or something?
I do have that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I'm planning this for a different thing for Toroshi.
That's so funny.
I don't know what I want to do with this yet, though. So it is for a month. Okay. I mean, open floor, I guess, real quick.
Well, it stinks that we can't all hear what you're sending him.
Well, you can hear what he's saying, at least. Because the thing is he was speaking out loud.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should just make Carasilla a full goddess at this point. Wouldn't that be fun?
I don't think this is how that works.
Well, yeah, put him in your dimensional house place. And keep
Well, I
him
mean,
there.
I was
Let
thinking
him clean.
prison, but
No, we should definitely get him arrested and maybe get him just to... Because, like, if you could just control him, like, force him to confess to the captain with the name that we said earlier this session, that would just do it, right? That'd get him in the jail.
okay. I think I've decided.
All right.
Put him in the bag of holding.
Well,
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
I don't know what people say. Okay.
Continue.
So yeah, and so I just need to be able to see him. And so she'll cast it. And for the command, it'll just be, you will tell the full truth to the people. You will allow yourself to be detained. You'll be imprisoned, but you'll be alive. And you'll find something more than power. Something else to keep you alive. And know that he... Oh, wait, no. He makes a wisdom save. Yeah.
The thing I'm going to say right now is he is in such a broken mental state.
Sick.
He auto-fails.
Sick.
As he just... The sobbing stops. Very well. And he sort of stands. He looks to the statues. And he'll turn and he'll begin to leave.
I think Bianca will step out to see Carcilla and say, well, do we follow him? Or just wait for Suna?
No, I
Rinshi-
think we can
Sorry.
wait for Suna. I guess everything's fallen into place. And she'll just kind of like explain everything that just happened. All the messages and the chaos.
Well, won't the Oni still be on him? What if they kill him
No.
before he can confess?
They're still under his control, though. For as long as the dagger's intact, which it is.
If anything, they'll have a
It's-
bone to pick with us, which I think is the best thing that could happen at this point, honestly.
Which will probably happen shortly.
What are you thinking?
Who was that directed to? I'm sorry.
Renchi, he seems to be thinking.
I just want to be sure. Malice said the Oni would know that they no longer have a master just simply with the dagger being gone. Did she assume it was destroyed?
I'd imagine so.
I just think there's still a chance.
That'd be a dumb
Well-
question, but like, is the abjuration still on place with all the statues? Because like, if that was for Father Toroshi's stake, like, has she like dropped whatever that is?
On the... Sorry, the what? Thank you, Furby, for the gifted sub. I didn't hear.
On like the statues? Like,
Yeah, is
do they
that-
still have a magic?
No, the statues still do have the magic.
Okay.
Well, I think you're right that there is a chance that she assumed something, but there's also a chance there's something we don't know. I say either way, as soon as we destroy these statues, odds are they're going to be worried about us. So, maybe we should just do that and get ready for shit to hit the fan.
Suppose so. Soon as able to get here.
Alright. I guess we just hold on to the dagger until we meet the captain again. Just in case.
Okay, cool. So, after 10 more minutes, you see Suna arrives. You can hear the footsteps this time when you use message. Bah! You know that it's her. She arrives. And with that, the destruction can happen.
Alright. Cecily will use 3rd level spell points and another for transmute to Thunderball, and that'll be 2 of them.
Okay.
Well, after we do all the dispelling.
Yeah, of course.
That's yeah. So I'm just trying to keep track of how much shit we're using.
Bianca can
shatter.
Shoot the bow.
Okay.
You know?
All right. So yeah, no need to go through piece by piece. So what all you guys are doing, just if you're using spells, mark off the spell slots.
Yeah,
Ajax picks one up and smashes it. How about that?
Love. Iconic.
Yeah, you pick it up and smash it. You do have to hit it with your spear one more time to get it to, because it is made of stone metal. The gemstones crack and kind of fall out, but in order to break the rest of it, it requires a little bit more force. Okay.
I'd like everyone to know that Thunderball is stupid loud.
Yeah.
Visually,
Covers
nothing
yours.
happens, but you all just hear the sound of a subwoofer exploding. And then
That's
the
right.
statues all just...
Ow.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, all of the statues destroyed in quick succession. Suni, you can feel your curse broken as the whispers of the Oni so long ago, Kuriyama, you feel the curse break as you are free of the Oni's curse. All of the statues are broken, and the whispering in this room and in these halls cease. With this, the Onis, when slain, will not return. Their spirits will not infect others. They are broken. Alrighty. So with that,
Suni will take off the necklace that Bianca let him borrow while he was being chilled by the Oni and give it back to her.
Thank you. I forgot I gave it to you.
It came in a lot of handy.
Happy to help. Does it seem like we can just walk away, or does it seem like something's about to happen
nope, the statues
here?
are destroyed. You guys can leave now. It doesn't seem like there's anything that is going to happen.
Bianca raises an eyebrow, feeling too easy. Things feel too easy.
Power walk on out of there.
Yeah, I guess we go watch
away
him
from those explosions.
confess.
Yeah, now we gotta make sure that happens. That's...
We walk out of there slow motion with the explosions behind us.
We
Will
also
without
have to give the
sunglasses.
dagger over to the captain.
Yeah.
We kind of got like
So it's
double
not-
things. We got a confession and we got the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Assuming Toroshi's alive.
Well, that's on him. You know, we can only do so much.
Exactly. That's kind of what I was like. We could run after him to make sure of his safety, but also like,
no,
he's a bad guy.
Hey, how can we beat the darkness? The darkness kills. The darkness shames. The darkness consumes.
I am darkness.
But the
Yeah.
light. The
No,
light.
I
makes
agree. That's
Toroshi-
the correct thing.
People kill guns. Yeah.
Okay. So with that, all of you head out, back into the city, back into the festival. So I'm assuming then you're heading straight to Captain Mariko to make sure Father Toroshi got there okay, and to give him the dagger.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So you make your way to the prison systems in lower Tutsukage, and you make your way to the area where the desk was, and you can see that Father Toroshi is being put in handcuffs, as it seems as though he just finished confessing. As you can see Captain Mariko just sort of rubbing his head, reviewing the notes that he took as all of you arrive. Still in disguise, right?
Yeah.
Yes, if not, I would reapply.
Okay. So as he is finishing writing notes and he's taken away, you can see they're taking Father Toroshi to the same maximum security area where all of you were held just the previous night. As he says, "Oh, I'm sorry. This area is restricted to civilians. We have a lot of dangerous criminals down here. Please return to the festival and enjoy. I'm sorry I can't be of any help right now. I'm quite busy."
Or should we just drop them since Suna's about to kind of come out about everything and we can be by her side and blah blah blah. The disguises.
Yeah, I mean, it's 8 hours, so like if it would have been up and we'd made that decision, I could have just not recast it.
So we'll say it ends right about there. Oh, hello! I didn't realize. Well, whatever you did, it worked. Father Taroshi told us everything. I just sent guards out to arrest several of his conspirators. In fact, there were 4 other very powerful clansmen of Shiroi that had been working with him. Not only to secure his ascent, but also to aid in this evil plot. It seemed that whenever I asked him specifics about this Forsaken that he was working with, he didn't... Whatever magic was used to get him here, it seems as though the other was more powerful. It didn't allow him to speak on whatever that plan was. But one thing he kept talking about was dreams. The dreams he had. The dreams of the future. And how important those dreams were. I've got no idea what it means, but figured all of you might have a better idea, considering how close you all are to it. Before the election begins, I will address everyone and let them know that, well, the truth of Father Taroshi. I fear as though it's too dangerous to leave him out in public. Soon as you tell everyone you've been working for a dark force that's been condemned by the College of Hearthcrest half a world away, I don't think the crowd would be too friendly to him. But with that, thank you all so much. You all have done a great service to me and to our people. Yeah. Words cannot express my gratitude.
We do have one last thing to inform you of and give you. And she'll look to Carasilla. The Oni that were under his control, in order for that to maintain, there's a dagger with a vial of their blood mixed together, and I think as long as it maintains, he doesn't get harmed by them, but if it's destroyed, the Onis may come after him. And the Oni are still alive and out there, so we don't have traces of where they are. We haven't seen them.
No.
Okay, yeah, so she'll say that. And then say, unless they haven't figured out yet that they're technically free of him, they may still be residing around his home, his office. So maybe tell your guards that too.
I will let them know. And the dagger, our facility is more meant for dangerous magical individuals, considering the plights we've had with magic before in the past. Magical artifacts, though, or tools as this, I'll have it sent... Well, I'll reach out to someone at the College of Hearthcrest. They have a vault there that specializes in magical items. I'll have it sent there and maintained there, and I can promise you it'll be much safer there than here. And I'll make sure that the mages at the college handle that. Considering this is closely related to the Dark One, I'm sure that one of the headmasters will be here. As I understand it, there's one currently in Bella Clara?
Yes, there is.
Good.
He's the headmaster of necromancy.
Ooh, that might be a little problematic, but as long as he's not here for too long, I think it'll be okay.
Oh, right.
Oh, you see him kind of grimace at that, but he's here to help.
I'm sure he'll respect your culture here. He won't just start running amok, so...
No, and I have found in some very select circumstances, necromancers are typically not the worst. Back when I first started, I was actually raised in a small village far, far, far out west. There was a wizard who practiced necromancy a few days' travel from there. He wasn't a bad man.
some of his creations were a little grotesque, but he was a good person. So hopefully this Master of Necromancy is the same situation.
Since we'll probably be heading back to Bella Clara, we can actually deliver it to the headmaster, and maybe then you won't need to worry. Well, are we heading back to Bella Clara, guys? Actually, I don't think we are. Not for a minute.
I don't think.
Nope.
Wasn't planning on it for
I mean,
I just
several more
okay, but,
sessions
like,
at least.
Also, could we could deliver it though to Alaric, because that's totally who he's talking about, right? Guy to the west.
No.
Isn't that west?
Bolorololos.
Well, yeah, like, but the guy that he knows.
That it's a necromancer that he knows. He was just saying that he knows not all necromancers are bad people because of the guy that he grew up near. He doesn't have any plans to contact him. He was just saying that as a vote of confidence for the character of the headmaster of necromancy.
But I mean, like, if we give it to Alaric, because Alaric is still like closely connected with the college, and he would most likely know Bolorol. So if we want to make sure that it's safe, we could just leave it out with him. And I imagine Alaric's powerful enough to make sure it's safe, right? If that's what we're worried about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, until the college can get it, yeah.
Cool, we can get it to him. Do we have an easy access to get to him?
Yeah, Cecily has the runes for teleportation circled to him.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. That's the plan.
Okay. All right. And, the captain will nod. Very good. Very good. Well, then, please, I recommend heading back out into the festival as, well, the election is supposed to start very soon, and I have a crowd to address, so see how that goes. Thank you. All right. Well, thank you all, and I look forward to working with you again in the future. Should it happen.
Bianca tips her hat.
Oh, nice hats.
Yeah, Cecily's is crazy. It's real big. I think it's still not. I mean, anybody who saw her would not be able to tell who it is at this point. It's just so stupid of a hat. So she'll take it off when we make our public appearance.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, with that, all of you head back up to the festival. And unless there's anything else you wanted to do at the festival, thus begins the ceremonies of voting and elections and such.
Nah, man, besides the fair food. Oh.
Fuck you. I have something. It's only small, I thought. Whilst they're, like, looking around for things, Carousel wants to find just, like, a small, simple, like pan flute or something. And she wants to buy it.
Okay.
And probably at some point earlier in that evening, before everything happens, she would like to deliver it with like a little note to wherever Father Toroshi's cell is.
Mm-hmm.
Just with a note attached saying there is more than power to live for.
Okay. Okay, cool. Was Carasilla doing that by hand, or was she just having it delivered there?
She just have it delivered.
Okay, all right.
Bro's creepy, but you know.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to write that down.
Watch, he's the next Gleeman to follow in Carcel's footsteps.
Okay. Alrighty. So with that, all of you mingle around the festival for a little bit longer. You can see you catch some interesting glances from people that are a little bit more well-traveled, but word has been spread to the guard that all of you are free and clear. You've done no harm to Shiroi, and in fact, you've helped it quite a bit. As people make way a bit as you walk through the crowds, and you take stance in front of the stage. Elevated probably 40-ish feet up in the air. There's 2 elevators that rise up to it, as it's some type of magical creation that's been put together to allow these speeches to happen. So, with that, you all stand, and you can see 3 individuals make their way onto the stage. First is... Well, the first 3 that you see are Lady Suzuki. You see Master Hiroshi. And you see the captain of the guard. Now, as they make their way up, you can see that Captain Mariko steps forward first, as he says, "Citizens of Shiroi." And as he begins to speak, the voice begins to boom out so it can be heard over the entirety of the crowd and all people in Tutsukage. "We have uncovered a grave betrayal. Father Toroshi, in collusion with Yumi Saito, Daichi Kobayashi, Takumi Fujita, and Noriko Ishikawa, have been found guilty of conspiring with the Dark One and executing one of the Forsaken's wills, same as you have heard from the College of Hearthcrest. They exploited our trust and they endangered our land. Rest assured, they will face the full extent of our laws and receive the justice they deserve. Let this be a reminder of our resilience and our commitment to safeguarding our home's future. I'm very sorry to deliver this news to you on this pivotal moment of Clan Shiroi history, but please, trust in me and trust in the great leadership of these 2 individuals that stand beside me. I have known both for many years. Either one will make the best clan leader any of us could ask for. So, please, with that, they have campaigned the past few days. They have worked tirelessly for Shiroi and its people. And with that, you may now cast your vote. And you can see that all of the Shiroi clanspeople, you can see there are these paper lanterns that are passed around, each one having a small match attached to it. And they aren't given to all of you, as you're not Shiroian natives. But inside there are 2 small candles. Well, 3, but only 2 to be lit. As one is for Master Hiroshi and the other is for Lady Suzuki. And you can see all of them. They reach, they grab the matches, they strike them in the lantern, and they light one of the 2 candles. You can see the clothing that the 2 are dressed in resembles the flame that currently burns. A deep blue for Master Hiroshi and a vibrant gold for Lady Suzuki. You can see the lanterns rise and they almost like drift and magnetize to their respective sides. As you see this vibrant display of elected leadership. This happens for about 10-15 minutes until eventually all of the lanterns have raised. And you can see the various mages channeling magic. And they come with a result.
They write it down and they hand it to the captain. And he says, as he opens the paper envelope and speaks, "People of Clan Shiroi, it is my great honor to present your clan leader, Lady Suzuki." As he nods and steps back, you can see Master Hiroshi claps for the victor as Lady Suzuki steps forward. And you can see she smiles at him and sort of grabs his hand and squeezes it a bit as she steps forward and begins to speak. "Ladies and gentlemen of Atarashi, of Clan Shiroi, today, I like to think, marks the beginning of a new era. We stand at the crossroads of change. I am honored to fight for your rights, to fight for your desires and wants. But I am also happy to extend a hand of friendship to Clan Opokami and to Clan Akai, should they wish to receive it. We all know our land is rich in culture and history, and we deserve a future where every citizen thrives. While all of you may know me for my inns and taverns, for my hospitality, I am committed to the prosperity of our home. Let us not unite as separate clans, but perhaps there is a future where we can unite as one Atarashi, forging a path towards peace and prosperity for all. But I believe I am not the one to speak of this message. There is one who has been long away from these lands, and I think a part of her has long desired to speak to the people of Atarashi once more. As you can see, Lady Suzuki steps to the side, her and Master Hiroshi splitting. And you can see stepping up and forward is Suna. Not as you have ever seen her, though. You can see her looking much more regal and proud, truly donning this attire, this personality, this visage of a leader of Atarashi. You can see her wearing the colors of Clan Akai, reds and white with trim of black. And, while not a hat, you can see a headpiece that sits atop her head quite nicely. As I'll go ahead and post there, generally what she's got. She steps forward.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Wary.
And
It's in our channel. Sorry.
you can see she sort of opens her mouth and then closes it. And she looks out to the audience and she sees all of you standing there. Proud, not concealed. She takes a deep breath and she looks to you, Carasilla, and then Bianca and Renchi, to Ajax, Cecily, and Suni. And as she exhales, she begins to speak in a tone of voice that is confident, clear, resonant, and echoes throughout Tutsukage. People of Shiroi, if there are any here that of Clan Akai and Opokami, and all neighbors from all surrounding lands, I stand before you not as a mere visitor from distant shores, but as one of your own. I am Suna Akai, daughter of Empress Suen of Clan Akai, and I return to you today as one of my people again. As I said, I am not a visitor. I am one who has felt the cruel string of exile. I was cast away by the cruelty of my own mother, yet in the face of adversity, I found solace in the simplest treasure I held close. A collection of small rocks, each one a silent guardian of our island's enduring spirit. One for each clan of each island. Though these rocks may seem insignificant and small, they hold within them thousands of years of history, pressure and forces that have shaped them, much like the challenges that have shaped us. To me, they were reminders that despite the constant conflicts that crash upon our shores like relentless waves, we, like these rocks, stand strong, molded but unbroken by the trials we faced. Today, I return not as a forsaken daughter, but I like to think as a beacon of hope, seeking warmth in your eyes that can melt away the coldest snows of despair. My mother, Empress Suen, may seek domination, her vision clouded by dark allies she's chosen. But I believe in a different path. Same as Lady Suzuki said, one of resilience and unity and strength. Much like the rocks of our homeland. Let us come together, not as separate clans or divided islands, but as a united Adarashi, strong in the face of adversity, rich in our shared history. Let us face our challenges head on, with unwavering strength of the very ground beneath our feet, and rebuild the bonds that once made our land so great. Together, we can weather any storm, withstand any pressure, and emerge not shattered but stronger, sculpted by the trials we have overcome. Let us move forward, not as fragments of the past, but as a cohesive whole, strong, united, and unbreakable. You can see she stands there in silence for a moment as there is a wave of emotions coming across the crowd. Those who have disdain on their face. She was exiled. She shouldn't be returned. That goes against tradition. But then hearing the words of her mother holding these dark ties, and especially with what just happened with Father Taroshi, that these people that are supposed to protect us, that are supposed to serve us, could be corrupted. It is a tumultuous feeling on so many faces. But you can see Master Hiroshi and Lady Suzuki. They stand beside her, each one gripping one of the other's hands. 3 stand together, 2 of Clan Shiroi and 1 of Clan Akai. And you can hear the audience, one individual speaks first. Someone near the back, their voice barely reaching all of you in the front. I will stand for a united Adarashi. And another. And another. And another. Feet stomping on the ground. A wave of sound and energy. You can see Suna. She illuminates with joy. I mean, I know I've said it a lot over the past couple of sessions, but glowing, truthfully, as she... What all of you get from her is that same feeling when you've been away for so long. Whether it's been away from anything, your friends, your home, your loved ones, and that moment when you see them again. You hug them again. That feeling of a warm embrace after feeling so alone for so long. You see Suna display that openly in front of all of these people. A child who finally feels loved again. And as all of you stand there, proud of this strange girl who was obsessed with rocks that you encountered first, to see her take the first steps on her own journey, you can't help but also beam with joy and proudness of how far she has come. And with that, that is where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session. Whew, I know it's a little early, but I feel like that's good enough.
Was wonderful.
So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know I did. Please tune in tomorrow for the Tales of Everend. Be sure to tune in on Friday for Party Thoughts, where we're going to be talking about Isles of Iverion, the Astral Sea arc specifically. And be sure to tune in on Saturday evening, this time around, starting at 7:30, right? Felicity, Gemma?
Yes.
7:30?
Yeah.
Saturday?
7:30
Okay.
is what I said.
Okay,
I
cool.
just picked a time.
No, that's okay. 7:30 on Saturday for Isles, as we pushed it back a little bit to accommodate other schedules. And yeah, tune in on Monday of next week for the next advice video on plot twists. So you can add some of those into your games. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Where's the outro? There it is.